Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore on the PS5. Tonight it's round 17, we're heading to Suzuka, but first we need to finish off last night's race because we had all sorts of internet issues and I just gave up and I'm like, screw it, save, mid-session save, and we'll pick it up tonight. So let's dive into round 16 with about an hour or so of the race left to go. So here we are then at the halfway point of the race. We've recently made our stops after the red flag. And where are we at the moment? We are 13th and 16th. Let's have a look. Everyone is on newish tyres. We've got a few people on hards that are going to the end. Everyone else is probably stopping again. So there is definitely scope to make up a couple of places. See how well we can do. Yuki, currently in 13th place, is holding off a challenge from Logan Sargent. Lawson in 16th is just about hanging on to Hulkenberg and has got Norris closing behind him as well. So let's pick up the action where we left off last night.
Recharge off.
Okay.
I think we might lose the place to Albon here. I was trying to hold Yuki up, I remember that, to allow Lawson to get into DRS range, which we've done, but it has left Yuki very vulnerable, as you can see.
Keep pushing, Yuki, keep pushing.
Now we'll stay tucked in. And hopefully Lawson can... Oh, he's already getting dropped. That did not work out well at all. Right, let's give him a little push.
Energy if you need it.
Try and get him back in that 1 second window. And we missed the DRS. Keep pushing.
No more energy.
Copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yeah, copy that.
Right, now we're back in.
Look after front tyres.
Now, can we stay in? That is the question. Just lost the DRS to Sargent as well. Yeah, we did. Oh, great. We're going backwards. Again. And Lawson's already been dropped again. I give up. Trying to keep Lawson in this train. We're just screwing over Yuki here.
Keep focus. Everything can happen. Keep focus. Overtake button.
Copy.
Stay close to the cars in front.
Just have to leave Lawson to his own devices and hope that, maybe he can pick up a position or two a little later. But yeah, we need to get a wriggle on with Tsunoda now, because he is starting to suffer as a result of us looking after Liam. Take the position of Nico.
Recharge on.
Copy.
So we need one step more management.
Good.
And that is Lawson now overtaken. Looks like Verstappen's got past Leclerc. Those two side by side at the moment. I think Max pulled away through DRS, although Leclerc is still side by side with him. And I think Sargent is trying to push to get onto the back of Magnussen, because we are only just hanging on to him. And the gap between Sargent and Magnussen is coming down. If he gets in DRS range, we're in trouble.
On tires, we are good to push.
Once again, we're just losing so much time in that final corner. The next race is not going to be much better for us either. Suzuka again. Circuit way downforce is definitely important, and that is where we are struggling. Missed the DRS again. Now we're going to be under pressure from Hulkenberg again. We'll have to burn some more battery.
Press and overtake.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we were talking about getting a new underfloor in development after this race. That's definitely going to happen, I think. We are just struggling so much at the moment. This car is
And now we go recharge on.
really struggling with a lack of competitiveness.
And slow down, Yuki. Slow down.
Yeah.
We might actually get Sargent here into turn one.
Stay close to the car in front.
Yeah, we got him. Let's put Yuki back into peak confidence. Just and push with what little battery we've got, just to try and stay ahead. Maybe get onto the back of Magnussen. Wilson now has been dropped by Norris as well. He's really starting to struggle in this race. Just can't give him a car for him to do anything in though at the moment. That's the problem.
Charge on, charge on. Back off, back off, back off.
Alright, so we've dropped Sargent and we have got ourselves onto the back of Magnussen and Bottas. We're about to run out of battery though, so we're probably going to get dropped again. Let me just give us a bit more tyre just to try and stay in range.
You can push harder.
We're getting close to the pit window for Tsunoda.
So we need to back off.
I don't think Lawson's going to be able to make that extra set of softs last. I think I'm going to have to bring him in early onto a set of mediums.
Pick up the pace.
Copy.
Recharge on. Push 2 steps harder.
I can't remember what our objectives were for our sponsors. Let's take a look. Finish position 2 in the top 15. Ugh, yeah, that could be a struggle. Yuki will be fine, but I don't know if I can get Lawson into the top 15 tonight. Not here anyway. And certainly not at Suzuka.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Trying to get a little bit more battery into Yuki's car so that when we do try and make a move on Valtteri, we can break away from him. Leave him behind. Got to be wary of Hulkenberg though. He is lurking and threatening to make a move at the same time. And with that little bit of extra push, Lawson is now starting to close back up to Norris.
Overtake button.
Copy.
There we go, decisive move on Valtteri, and I think he's going to hold position against Hulkenberg. He is excellent stuff. That's going to help us to pull away.
Yes.
You're doing good.
Magnussen's a couple of seconds up the road. I don't know if I can get to him before we box. Maybe.
They'll come to us.
I'm going to really push Lawson hard on this next lap or so. In terms of tyres anyway. We'll save the battery for when we get those new tyres on.
We go charge on.
Evening, Farah. Okay, an overtake for Lawson. Excellent stuff. Let's give him a little bit of battery, see if we can also
Okay, copy.
get a move on Sargent.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
Let's bring Yuki in this lap.
Box, box, Yuki box.
Yeah, copy.
Recharge on. Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Ah, good job, Lawson. Just sneaking his way through there. Let's give him some battery to help finish that move off.
Copy.
Ah, couldn't quite get there. Okay, never mind. Yuki in the pits.
Box.
Copy box.
Focus, getting the pack up.
Copy.
Everything seems to be running fine on my phone. I haven't seen any buffering just yet. So hopefully that's it's you, not me.
We need to protect the front tires. Charge on. Used energy.
Copy.
Right, can we get Lawson? I think our tyres are pretty much dead. Maybe we can. Oh, thought that was contact for a second. It was just a road marking. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this move done. So we have pretty much killed those tyres.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
He's boxing this lap anyway, so.
Bottas pitted.
Ooh, Valtteri boxes as well. It's not as quick as we had last night, I think.
Clear on exit. We can just focus on charging the pack.
Are we in range?
Okay.
I don't think we got it. No, we just missed it. We've got to be wary of Bottas's pace initially because he's on soft, but hopefully Lawson's tyres will come back to him later in the stint.
As more lift off 12 the tyres.
And now we're starting to see some other teams box as well. Sainz and Alonso both in. Oh, that's an issue for Sainz.
We've got Sainz making the pit stop.
Still fine with the tyres, there's a gap
But
problem.
they have trouble releasing the car.
Valtteri is pushing at the moment. Let's see, Yuki's current pace is quicker than everyone up to Hulkenberg. Tyres are in much better shape than Hulkenberg, so Hulkenberg's pace is going to just degrade. Magnussen's definitely going to have to stop. So is Albon. Stroll's going to be boxing any moment now. In fact, I'm looking at some of these hard runners. They might box as well, you know. they might not be going to the end. Looking at their wear rates. Sargent in the box, so we should be able to undercut him here. Sonoda gets him. Can Lawson get through as well?
Back off.
Copy that.
Yes, he can. There he is, and he's also on softs, so again he'll be pushing hard very soon. See, Bottas is actually hunting down Yuki at the moment. That's bad. When we're slower than Alfa Romeo, that's never a good thing. Quote Egon Spengler, that would be extraordinarily bad. So Stroll boxes from third, getting off those destroyed soft tyres. He'll be going to a fresh set of softs to take him to the end. That was an issue for Stroll as well.
There, Karun?
Lance Stroll comes into box.
Same problem with Sainz.
Ah, but the car isn't released properly.
Norris is in, so we'll definitely get past him with Yuki. Lawson might be able to get back past him as well, but again, he'll be on softs and he'll be quicker than us. Hopefully we'll have built up enough of a gap to hold on back there. Boxes. Problem for Leclerc. And he gets off his hard tyres onto a set of mediums, so he's stopping. Everyone's going to be stopping. Okay, I did not expect that at all. Joe will probably stay out. His tyres are good enough to get to the end. But, you know, Verstappen, Russell, Ocon, Gasly, Hulkenberg are all probably going to stop again. Albon and Magnussen are in. Now, this is important for us in terms of Yuki. Oh, and that's glorious. That's glorious. We've got ahead of Albon, and Magnussen is now all the way down. He's going to be coming out just behind. Oh wait, Lawson is crap. Oh no, he's been overtaken by Sargent. I wonder what had happened to him for a second then. Stay with him, Liam. Max is in. And closing in on Joe. He's got Albon and Bottas for company. We'll push him a little bit now.
Use deploy, use deploy.
Okay.
We are now potentially in a position where if something happens to a car in front of us, we might be in contention for points. Should be able to hold off Bottas. Albon is another matter, but I think everyone in front. Well, if Hulkenberg has to stop. Oh wait, no, I'm looking how far ahead he is. He's way ahead of us. We're 40 seconds behind Stroll, let alone Hulkenberg. So yeah, that's not going to help us.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Just making sure that we get the DRS, and we've got the inside line as well, so we're getting a nice, clean, smooth overtake there. Beautiful stuff. And that'll put Yuki back into peak. Excellent stuff. So that's 11th place. And like I said, we're too far behind now to chase down points, but if something happens to a car in front, we might luck ourselves into a point. Give Lawson a little bit of pace.
Copy.
Use deploy as much as you can. Recharge on, recharge on.
Alright, that's Albon through. Bottas still stuck behind his teammate. Might be able to keep pushing Yuki's tyres a little bit longer. We'll push Lawson a little longer as well, another lap or two before we cool him down. We are getting close to the back of Bottas and Joe. Albon once again lurking. As we come up to George Russell's favourite corner. Favourite wall. Gasly in the box now. Here comes the pressure from Albon. Oh, his tyres are still looking very good.
Slow down.
Gasly rejoins in 10th place. And on a brand new set of softs.
It's incredible.
It's okay.
Right, Bottas is past Joe. Sargent is right behind Joe as well. We are closing in.
Let's push now, the tires is good.
Top 10.
Not sure we can stay with Alex here. Sargent's got past Lawson, past Joe. Lawson is almost there. Just outside of DRS at the moment. Magnus is catching up.
No DRS available.
Copy.
Russell in the box. Not what I expected to see.
Go with charge on, recharge on.
Copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
Back off now.
Yeah, copy, copy.
Oh, yellow flag.
Yellow.
Max has hit something. He's out. Is Max out? Or was he just damaged? No, he's just damaged.
And just like that, the hopes of the team start to dwindle.
It's just the yellow flag. He is back up and running again, unfortunately. I thought for a second that might be the retirement we needed with Yuki. Of course, we still got to fight our way past Albon.
Lift now.
Copy.
You're good to push on the tyres.
Copy.
No saving required.
Copy.
Alright, there's our 1 second window.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Just not got enough pace. I know I keep saying it, but it's still true. Alright, so it looks like Max is not boxed. He stayed out on those tyres. Did he damage his car? I mean, he's just gone fastest, but did he damage his wing? He did. He got a little bit of damage to the front left. Just missing part of that end plate.
No more energy for now.
Copy.
Hulkenberg has stayed out. Wow, those tyres are screwed. Right, so a retirement now. Hulkenberg, if he's staying, well, he can't be staying out, surely not. Not the tyres that bad. He's losing so much time. Look how slow he is. 137 effectively on that last lap. He lost 4.2 seconds to Albon on that last lap alone. He'll lose even more this lap. If someone else retires, Hulkenberg is going to have to box. Ocon's in. I didn't even realise he was still going on old tyres. He's way too far ahead to impact us, but if he's boxing this lap, then Hulkenberg surely is going to have to box this lap. No, he's staying out. What is this madness? Oh, and he gets out in front of Ocon as well. Is he going to hold Ocon up? I think he's just going to give Ocon the DRS. He's just going to breeze past him here. Oh, he chopped him. He chopped him. Oh, he's holding him up. Excellent stuff. Magnussen is all over the back of Lawson now. Give him a little bit more tyre.
We're good to push.
Yeah, copy.
We are in the top 15, which I'm actually amazed with Lawson. Can we stay there? Has Joe crashed? Or has he just been overtaken? I think he's just been overtaken. Still got better tyres than me. I was wondering if I could maybe push onto the back of Albon and then fight him for 10th. It's not impossible. Albon does get held up by Hülkenberg. Lawson got overtaken. Damn it. But he did the right thing and got overtaken in a position where he's still got the DRS. Chance to retake the place. Go on, be brave.
Use everything.
Copy.
Do everything you can, mate.
Right, we'll wait till the next DRS zone.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy, box.
Back off now.
Okay.
Man, Albon's on a tear. I've got nothing to answer, that kind of pace. Still needing a retirement. We'll get Hülkenberg, there's no question of that. It's just I'll need something else to happen as well.
Get your head down, you can do this, come on. Stay close to the cars in front. No energy.
Copy.
Need to look after the tyres.
Okay, copy.
Oh, and Hülkenberg boxes just as I was about to overtake him and get that confidence boost. sneaky.
6 laps to go.
But we're into 11th place.
Yep.
Lawson is currently in 15th. He hunted down and passed Bottas. Now we're in 14th because of Hulkenberg. So it looks like we might actually get 2 in the top 15 after all. I'll make sure I can get away from Bottas.
We need to do lift off.
Okay.
Use and deploy when you can.
Copy.
Norris is starting to steam up behind us as well. It's going to be a nervy last couple of laps, I think. There's Norris.
Back off.
Copy that.
5 laps to go.
We'll make sure these tyres do get there now.
So we need 1 step more management.
Copy.
So we'll leave Tsunoda to his own devices here. Like I said, unless something happens to one of the top 10, we're as high as we're going to get. Which, considering how bad our pace has been here, is pretty remarkable. And now Lawson is doing better than I expected him to do as well. Hanging off the back of Magnussen. Norris gets past Valtteri. So he's going to be joining this fight. Again, we can afford to lose a place to Norris. I'd rather we didn't, but we can get away with that and still fulfill the sponsor objective. And it's going to be another point for Williams if things stay as they are with Albon in 10th. It's going to bring them a point closer to us.
Back off now.
Copy.
4 laps to go. We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah, copy that.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Okay, mate, copy.
Yeah, Norris is getting closer. Much to my chagrin.
You can push more.
Copy.
Dearly love to get Lawson up into 13th. But I think I'm going to have to settle for 15th. Just missed out on the DRS. Norris is going to have a lunge. Pushes his way through on much better softs. Nothing I could do about that. Kind of fighting him.
3 laps to go.
He's got so much more speed through those corners. Gasly and Ocon looking to have a bit of a scrap in 7th and 8th. Let's quickly cut to that. I'll tell you what, they've caught right up to Alonso and Stroll and Russell. It's a real little conglomeration of cars there. Lawson, and we've lost the DRS. Just going to bring it home. Not take any unnecessary risks. Stroll on the attack.
Two laps to go. 2 laps to go.
And Ocon has jumped past Alonso. Ocon is absolutely flying right now. He's been tearing up the field since he put on those softs. And look at the condition of them compared to the rest of the cars around him. He might get Stroll and Russell here. He's got another lap to go yet. Only hope that maybe he locks up, takes out 1 or 2 of these cars in front. Gasly just got through against Alonso as well.
Leclerc is today's winner.
That looks like Russell's going to hold on, so it's going to be Russell in 4th ahead of Stroll and Ocon. Close they are at the end there, nose to tail, and then Gasly up to 7th. Great points for Alpine here tonight. Alonso in 8th, Hamilton down in 9th. Albon is going to get the final point unless he does something stupid here. Oh, last corner spin, last corner spin. I was hoping he'd do a Stroll and put it in the barrier. He didn't. Yuki will come home in 11th. That is an excellent result for him. Oh God, Hulkenberg.
Come on, push. Copy.
Got to hold off Hulkenberg.
That's it.
Got to hang on to 15th for the sponsors. Yes. Oh. Well, that went a lot better than expected, considering how miserable I was last night.
What a race that was. And there, of course, we see Lance strolling in.
A 5th place finish ensures they're taking away a fair few points from this one.
Out and onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
A third win of the season has to leave them and the team feeling confident.
And you've got to think that Singapore will be buzzing now for many hours to come. And down there in the Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And a big thanks to you all for joining us this weekend here in Singapore.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
And that is coming up very shortly. So, final result is confirmed. Great race for Ferrari, first and third, with Max in second. And with Perez's retirement, which brought out that red flag, that leaves that leaves Ferrari with a big points haul. They brought home 40 points. They outscored Red Bull by more than double today, which is excellent stuff for them. Russell up 4 places into 4th. A good race for Stroll as well, also up 4 places. Ocon, a good fight back from him after dropping down the order with that late pit stop. Gets the fastest lap as well. 9 points for him, combined with the 6 from Gasly. That's 15 more points for Alpine. A bit of a disappointing race for Aston. Alonso down in 8th place. Hamilton down 4 to 9th. Albon up 2 to take the final point. And Yuki up 4 places, but just couldn't quite get into the points. To be honest, the fact that we gained 4 places, given our lack of pace, is pretty impressive. And then as we look a bit further down, you can see who was the winners and losers. Hulkenberg losing out big time. Bottas, a bit of a disappointment considering how well he was doing for a while. Zhou down a couple of places as well. Norris up 5 places. Lawson up 3 to get into the top 15, which I really didn't think was going to happen for quite a while. And then, Piastri bringing up the rear. Perez, obviously the only retirement. Let's take a look at the Drivers' Championship after this race. Max extends his gap over Perez by 18 points because Perez didn't score. He's now 105 points off his teammate. So it looks as though the Drivers' Championship is decided now pretty much as well. Big points for Leclerc. Closes that gap down to Checo. He's just 13 points behind now. It's going to be an interesting little fight for second place. Sainz in 4th. Alonso in 5th, Russell 6th still. Stroll moves above Hamilton into 7th place. The two Alpines keeping themselves honest, closing the gap between them again to just 6 points. And there you see Yuki has now been passed by Alex Albon, up to 7 points for him. It's disappointing. Luckily, we have still got those 2 points from Nick de Vries, which is keeping us just ahead of Williams, but it's getting squeaky bum time in terms of the constructors. As you can see, Williams now just 2 points behind us, getting very tight. Red Bull at the top, 649 points. They are almost 200 points clear of Ferrari. Even if Ferrari did get big points tonight, they are also comfortably clear of Aston Martin. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets third, I think, between Aston and Mercedes. There are no other real battles anywhere else, apart from our fight with Williams and potentially with McLaren. Let's have a look at the pit stop times. We had the quickest stop of the Grand Prix with Yuki Tsunoda at 2.38. That is awesome. And we got a 2.49 with Liam as well. So big points for us here tonight. Ferrari getting 2nd and 9th. Red Bull only getting the one car in the top 10 because the other one didn't make a pit stop, I don't think. Or certainly didn't make one fast enough before it retired. So we might possibly be jumping up the order here. Let's take a look. We have taken top spot in the DHL pit stop competition by 3 points from Red Bull and 5 points from Ferrari. Ooh, that is nice. That feels really nice to see us all the way up there. Good to see we can win some things. So there's the pit stops, a 2.49 for Liam and a 2.59, and then a 2.3, the fastest stop of the Grand Prix, and a 2.7 on the second stop. Pretty good stuff there. Right, in terms of the sponsors, we didn't get paid on the finish position streak, which is good, because we shouldn't have done. But we did achieve the guarantees that we put forward, 2 in the top 15, 1 car in Q2 and 1 car in the top 15. So we come out with 2.5 mil, which is nice. That will pay for our new underfloor. And the boardroom upgrade is done as well. So, time to get prepped for Suzuka, the meat and veg of, the meat of tonight's race. We've already had the vegetables. Chassis spare is done. Let's take a look at our inbox. I think a few car parts failed here. Oh yeah, 3 parts failed on Yuki's car, 1 on Lawson's. Financial regulations, we voted against taking money away from the bottom and giving it to the top. And it's good to see that that is actually going to is going to be blocked. 6-4 there. Red Bull, Alpine, Williams and Alfa Romeo voted for it. It's weird how sometimes teams will vote against their own interests there in this. Red Bull voting for their interests. Alpine, you could argue, voting for their interests. Williams and Alfa Romeo very much not voting for their interests there. There is the confirmation of the boardroom upgrades. Right, let's take a look at the car parts. Can we swap everything out? And will we have spare parts left over? That front wing is almost gone. It'll last one more race, just. Go. Next Grand Prix is in 4 days, so we can't really make anything apart from a wing in that time. We have 1 spare chassis, no spare front wings, no spare underfloors, no spare suspensions. Are we actually manufacturing anything? No, we are not. Okay, well, we need front wings. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those. I need more than 2, but we'll just make 2 because I need to have some money to be able to design this new underfloor. I do still have a good chunk of hours left as well. I was planning on saving these for research, but given our research is looking pretty good right now, I think I'm just going to go throw them into an underfloor here. Let's work on drag reduction. Okay, our underfloor, our downforce is not that good. So there's a few cars that have yet to put on new parts or replacement parts, I have to say. Again, our speed isn't that good either. That is quite a hefty chunk of drag reduction already, so let's really focus on just boosting the downforce, because that's where we are so weak right now. We'll look to improve sensitivity a little bit to get dirty air tolerance up. Give us some gains. We will lose a little on acceleration until we take some weight out. By the time we get it, we're only going to have a few races left, so I'm going to really strip all the weight out of that. And let's just give it maybe a little tweak there on the drag reduction. No, we'll leave the drag reduction where it is. In fact, actually, I might even take that down a touch. Just to really dial in a touch more downforce. No, I'll leave it there. Right, how quickly can we get this? Let's see, it's going to take 43 days at the moment, which means we would only really have it for the last 2 Grand Prix. We need it quicker than that. We ideally want it for Mexico. So I need to, let's see, I can get 3 engineers on, that's it. Don't want to rush it, but I might have to. We'll make it more expensive. Get it in 24 days. Which means I might be able to get 1 on Austin. It's going to take up most of my remaining money. Can't afford an intense, I know that much. Let's go normal, because it then gives me the chance to maybe do something else as well. I'm wondering whether I do a chassis or a side pod. Not really going to give me much at all. So no chassis. That'll give me a little bit of extra downforce, but not really that much. Let's just stick to the underfloor. We've got the rear wing coming as well. Let's not go overboard. So, we have a slot to do one more research project. What research do I need to do? What am I doing right now? I'm doing a front wing, that's 4 days away. Is it just a front wing? Yes, because I'm doing an underfloor and a rear wing as well in development, and there's still a slot left. So let's see. I think it's the suspension that needs something. This front wing is obviously about to get improved. The rear wing, well, we can't do a rear wing project because we're designing a rear wing. Can't do an underfloor because we're designing an underfloor, so it's got to be a suspension. And the suspension is actually pretty good already. I mean, we could make it better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, can I afford it actually? I might not be able to afford it. 1.3, no, I can't afford it. It's so close. Alright, we'll hang on till after Japan. Which means I can actually go ahead and now make some spare parts. So let's go to car part development, manufacture. I've got 2 front wings going. Let's increase that to 4. No, just 3. Go to 3 because one of them's about to fail anyway. So that'll give us 2 spares once that one's done. What else? Suspensions and underfloors. Well, we're working on a new underfloor, so we'll try and hold off on those. Suspensions, though, we desperately do need more suspensions. So work on 2 more of those. There we go, and that leaves me 400,000, which is about all we're going to get. Right, advancing time. Got an inbox response. Suspension simulator concerns. Oh, okay. So we can shut it down for 10 days and pay out 100 grand, or let it get worse. Well, let's shut it down. Make sure it's in good working order before the end of the season. Ready for when we build the new car. Oh, I'm seeing some buffering. Not now. Not now. Come on. There we go. It's back. Right. Front wing research is done. Good stuff. Now, is it going to show me the gains against the regulations? Let's have a look. No, it's still showing the old ones. Alright. We'll check after Suzuka. So, it is now time for Suzuka. Quali position, 1 in the top 15. Yes, we can achieve that. 1 in the top 2, we can achieve. 1 in Q2, we can achieve. Finish position, 1 in the top 15, we can achieve that. We'll be lucky to achieve that, and we can achieve that. We're not going for the fastest lap because we haven't got a hope in hell. It's time then to head to. Looking at the weather, a very wet Friday and rain on Saturday, but a dry race. Could be interesting. Could be another one where we qualify well and then go backwards. We shall see. Let's go to Suzuka.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan. The home of Honda, Suzuka is an old-school circuit with high-speed straights and tight turns through the S's. At 130R, the track crosses over itself, then loops back around, giving drivers a sweeping expanse of track to challenge them. Drivers will battle it out this weekend on the snaking turns of Suzuka, the only figure-of-8 track in Formula One. High-speed downforce will be the name of the game here, if teams want to secure a place on that podium. It was Charles Leclerc who tasted victory in the last race, but he will surely be looking to find the recipe for success again and achieve another podium place. Now let's crack on with the weekend.
Okay, so Suzuka is not a sprint weekend, so we can put Fittipaldi in the car. Here we go. We'll go soft tyres in the first session, weather dependent. Car parts. There we go. That one will last, just. And we're going to have to go that gearbox. Run plan for Suzuka is 17 laps. There we go. And let's look at the setup. So we'll go 9 on the front wing, a 12.5, a 3.7, a 3.45, and a 0.0. Okay. So Lawson's car done. Let's look at Yuki's car. Yeah, I might be able to get away with that engine, just. Gonna have to go with that ERS. And that gearbox. Right, setup for car 2. We'll go with a very different setup. We'll go 8.5 and 13.5 on the rear. A 7.3 instead of a 3.7, a 2.9, and a 0. Very different setup there. And again, 17 laps worth of fuel. Drop those settings down, and let's send them out to the track. Right, we're going to get a little bit of water in this one, but not too much.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Radio check.
Loud and clear. A bit less curb.
Okay, copy.
So I saw the picture you sent of the cat earlier, Farah. Looks good. Glad to see that she's settling in well. How old is she?
How's the car?
Okay, the experimental setup did not work. Well, I say experimental, it is a 100% setup from a previous run, but it's obviously not right for this car.
Pit limiter on. Stop in front of the garage. What do you think?
Not a bad start for Water. Oh, everything's off. So let's go with a 7, a 13, a 6.4, 3.25, and a 0. How's that look? Not enough. Okay, let's go 7.555, 3.35. That is possibly a touch too much. Let's pull the toe back a bit. Let's go to a 0.2. Now everything looks okay. Yeah, I think I'll send them out on the inters. So, front wing is too much. Not that surprised. Let's pull that back. Let's go with a 7, 12.5, a 4.6, a 3.5 and a 0. That looks good. Rain might be over by the time we get him out. We'll see. He'll get a bit of running in. And the dreaded buffering is back. briefly. Come on, don't do this to me again. Not 2 nights in a row again. It may possibly be YouTube. I don't know. I've not seen any messages since Farah said hello an hour ago. So if you are saying something and oh yeah, hang on, yeah, I've just seen a whole ton of messages. Yeah, I think maybe it's not a problem at my end. Maybe it's a problem with YouTube. I don't know. It has been really crap now recently. So I've got a whole ton of messages to have a look at here. Let's see. Evening Horrific. Farah talking about McLaren. Hoping that Lewis hits the wall. He didn't. Liking the conglomeration. Here's Baron. Hello, Baron. Belatedly.
Have a good check of track conditions.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's YouTube that's playing up then, maybe rather than my internet. I mean, I checked my speeds before the stream and everything was in the green.
What's your limitation?
Thank you guys for the good car.
Understood.
Alright, so 95% for Fittipaldi. That is definitely a nice improvement. Do I butcher those tyres? Yeah, let's butcher the tyres. So I just need to tweak the toe, I think, here. Let me go with that. See how that works out. Baron says at the moment the stream is clear of buffering. Baron says, sorry, been playing catch up. I had to catch up on an hour's worth of messages that I hadn't seen, so that's fine. 3, okay, that's a good age. And look at that, we nailed it with Lawson. Excellent stuff. So I'm going to call him in so we don't completely destroy those tyres. Wow, yeah, we almost have. He would only have been able to do another couple of laps before they exploded. Well, it's not us that's caused the VSC. That's
now what's happened
good.
with Gasly
well,
there?
Gasly's had a crash at Spoon.
Round the Spoon curve.
Oh,
and ends up making
big
contact
hit.
with the barrier. And that's not what they would have had
That's
in mind
wrecked
when they
that
woke
car.
up this morning.
Watching the replay again on my phone. Yeah, that was a huge hit. Evening, John. Horrific said it's Yuki's home race. It is. It's also our engine supplier's home race as well. Okay. Yeah, that engine, it will not last anymore. It just about made it through the session. We are going to have to switch to that one now. Everything else will be fine there. Hope the changes we've made to the setup will work. So, I need to run him for weather dependent, about 38 laps of fuel. I'll provisionally plop him on the mediums because I think it is going to rain pretty heavy. Let's go a little longer with Lawson than I would normally. I would normally go for about 25 laps. I'm going to go 28 because we did chop him a little bit short on that last run. And again, provisionally we'll go on the mediums because of the impending heavy rain. Alright, send them out. Ooh, that is big, big water. Alright, well, we've got to send them out. Otherwise it's going to take 2 sets of softs off me if I don't use these mediums. Be a good addition for to boost confidence for a home race. I don't know. I mean, if you're Australian, it should go against you. Australians historically don't seem to do very well at Melbourne.
Rain still coming.
Yeah, copy.
No, I think it's fine the way it is. I don't think it needs to be added in. I mean, there's so much other stuff that should be added in, instead of that. I'm going to go inters for Yuki because I want him to run long. I'll do the same for Lawson as well. We haven't got any wet weather for the race itself. Well, actually, I don't want to burn through all my inters if we're potentially going to have wet quali as well. Let's go with the full wets.
How's the car, Yuki?
So we are going to have to put that back to 0 then, by the look of it, on the toe. I did wonder. Evening, Mr. Water. You see our tyres absolutely falling apart now.
How's the tyre feeling?
Squeeze an extra lap or two, maybe. I don't know if I want to take the risk. Nah, let's call them in. I'll just go back onto the mediums. They're going to be wet for another few laps. There we go.
At the moment, it doesn't look like it's raining.
Copy.
Mate, what's going on?
We need to stand by. Check reflect, this is 11.
What's the issue?
Okay, checking.
Right, probably shouldn't have put Fittipaldi in, given the weather. We might not get Yuki fully prepped for this Grand Prix as a result of that. Touch wood, it won't be an issue, but you never know. We're going to run him lots of fuel, but again, there is a threat of rain, so might be slightly screwed. Lawson, we're going to run him for 24 laps, that should be fine. Will the car make it? Yes, it will. And we have got another little threat of rain, but it's not going to be that heavy, so I'm going to leave Yuki out and hope he doesn't put it in the barrier. Yeah, this could be another rough race in terms of pace for us again. I mean, especially through the first sector, those fast-flowing corners, the center S's. We're going to be awful through there. We might be okay from Spoon to the bus stop. That's about it. Not the bus stop, sorry, the Cassia Triangle.
Yuki, how is the balance? How is the rotation?
It's perfect. Just wasn't paying attention to Lawson's track acclimatization there. Had to check before he came in. He is fully prepped and ready to go. We'll get Yuki as close to 100 as we can. I think we'll fall just short.
Check reflect.
Maybe if we're really lucky. Ah, so close. 99. It'll do. Alright. Practice is done. We're ready for qualifying.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
There are 3 periods of qualifying ahead of the drivers now. Remember, only the fastest 10 will make it through to Q3 for a shot at pole position.
Esteban Ocon there, Karun. What's the feeling around him at the moment?
We saw them set an impressive lap time in practice, so it's a great start as they move into qualifying. But as we all know, a good performance in practice doesn't guarantee success over the rest of the weekend.
Fortunately for
Oh,
us,
Mr. Watson,
it's nearly time for
no!
them
It's
to
Black
hit the
Friday
track.
coming up. It's going to be like 30% cheaper for the top 2 tiers. It's 25% cheaper for an annual subscription, a 12-month on Essential, and it's 30% for Extra and Premium. That's the discount that's going to be offered. Please tell me you haven't actually gone ahead and done that yet. You would have saved yourself 30 quid if you had. If you have. Ah, dude. Oh, that sucks. I mean, you can try speaking to customer services, and maybe they might be generous and let you have it back, but or posthumously. Well, I suppose posthumously is probably the wrong word, but you know, they might credit you the discount if you beg and plead enough. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know, but yeah. Right, got some good bits on the car. Let's get ready to send them out. Rain's coming straight away.
Green light, green light. So let's just focus on the tyre temps then.
Okay, copy.
Just warm my tyres.
Yeah.
PlayStation's not that nice, unfortunately. Well, no, they can be, but not very often.
Okay, we can push one more step on tyres.
Copy.
Push on your front.
Copy.
Push the tyres now.
Yeah, copy.
We need to push harder on tyres. They are looking good now.
Copy.
No saving required.
Copy.
Alright, here we go. Our one and only flying lap.
Use energy.
Yeah, copy that.
Overtake button.
Copy.
Here we go, up to the line. How good are these laps going to be? Can we actually sneak both cars through? Be nice. $129.1, 128.7.
Charge on.
Copy.
And slow down, Yuki. Slow
Not
down.
going to get time for another lap.
Copy.
Not before the rain hits anyway.
Big lift now.
Copy.
We are slower than Bottas with Lawson, but only by a couple of tenths. That's not too bad. Faster than Bottas with Yuki, but slower than both the Williams cars. I don't think we're going to get through. We might not get through with either car here. Quicker than Piastri and Norris. Rain starting. Oh, everyone's crossed the line. Yuki's just squeezed through. Wow, that was close.
Rain still coming.
Copy.
Yeah, that's it. That's quali over for this session anyway. No one is going to improve. So Lawson in 19th. It's not great. Yuki does just squeak through. Maybe we can do something funky with the weather in the next session. Still dry at the start of this session. Okay. Let's have a look at the weather. Alright, we've got a little bit of time.
Green light now.
Going to go out at the back of the train. See if maybe we can get a little bit of extra grip, a little bit of extra rubber laid down for us.
Focus on tires and brakes.
Copy.
Oh wow, Alonso is slower than Sargent. Sargent is above a load of drive. Wow. He must have got a... Did he get a slipstream? Doesn't look like it. Sargent might get through here. Can we get through? Ah, no, we can't. But we are ahead of Albon and Hulkenberg. So 13th, that's not too bad.
This is a lap. This is a lap.
I'm okay with 13th.
Yeah, copy.
What a lap from Sargent, though. Where did that come from?
I think it's burning.
Copy.
Yeah, it's just, that's it. That's again, quality is over. No one's going to improve. So we are out in 13th. Alonso is out in 11th. That's a big shock.
Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
Anything can happen at Suzuka, as Kimi Raikkonen proved in 2005. The Finn battled all the way from 17th to win. Will we see a similar show of will and talent today, I wonder?
Lewis there, getting himself ready for today's race. Karun, how's he going to be feeling at the moment, do you think?
It's all about positive mindset here. They need to stay focused, remember why they're in that car, and get out there and perform.
This Suzuka circuit is primed and ready and waiting to see Formula One's finest battle it out.
Okay, well, it's a dry weekend, race weekend for us, so no rain to worry about for the race itself. Let's take a quick look at Q3 because I forgot to at the end. Max on pole ahead of Leclerc. Hamilton with a penalty, so we'll start lower down, as will Magnussen. Anyone else with penalties? Gasly, Norris and Zhou. So we might get bumped up a little bit here. Yeah, Yuki's starting 10th. Alright, let's see. What can we do with strategy? I think I'll go soft, medium. There we go. And we'll do the same with Lawson, except we'll take both of his stints down. Maybe. No, that'll be enough. There we go. Not going to take any fuel out. Because we're going to be slow, I'm actually going to put an extra lap of fuel in. So that I can push the fuel load a little bit. Just to improve our braking distance. Because we're not going to be good going through the corners. We want to be at least good going into them. We'll push our tyres a little bit at the start, but we'll hold off on the battery with Liam. We're going to go flat out at the start with Yuki. Try and stay with the top 10 as much as we can for as long as we can. let's go racing at Suzuka.
We're all good to go here in Japan with 53 laps around the Suzuka circuit. And it's always an entertaining race when Yuki Tsunoda is involved.
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points, but there's still a lot to do.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. The drivers are warmed up, they're ready to go here at the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Let's try and get past them.
Copy.
Up to ninth, I heard a crash. Behind us.
Now it looks like, yes it is, Alex Albon's involved in that. Right then, we can take a look now. Right, we're taking the second corner. Barely any room to manoeuvre.
No, that wasn't really much of a crash.
And there, the cars make contact. An unfortunate moment, yes, but as any driver will know, this is an unforgiving sport.
Right, did that do anything to tyres? For Albon, no. Hulkenberg, no. Let's have a look. Was there any damage to the car? Doesn't look like there's any front wing damage. Right, the car. So just a little bump, but no actual collision there. A bit of a dive bomb there from. I'm not sure who that was actually. Who am I looking at? Oh, it's Hamilton I saw with the dive bomb. Right, Lawson has lost the place to Gasly, not that surprising. Sainz on hard tyres. Is he going for the one stop? He might be. Lawson under pressure.
Energy is available.
Give him the battery. And there we go, lose that to Norris here. That's not good. Another yellow flag, please tell me that's not us. No, it's Albon. He's not having a good afternoon, is he? Got Lewis all over the back of us here. But we're in ninth right now and just about hanging on. Although as soon as I turn the tyres and the battery off, we are going to start dropping like a stone, I think. Yeah. Got a run on Ocon here.
DRS enabled. Back off, back off, back off.
Copy.
Yeah, we're really not good through the S's.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Okay, mate, copy.
Right, we got an amazing launch through here last time. Can we do that again? No. It's the answer. No tyre push, no battery push.
Overtake button.
Copy.
Yeah, we can't stay with Ocon and Sargent at the moment. Unfortunately, we're going to get passed by Hamilton and then almost straight after that Alonso and Albon and baby Magnussen and baby Hulkenberg. We're going to go backwards a lot here.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Copy. What are you doing?
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Lawson can't even keep pace with Norris at the moment. With a better compound of tyre. Yeah, the car is so bad through most of this track. That rear wing will help, that on the floor will definitely help. Yeah, we're going to have to wait a while before we can get there. Here comes Fernando. Oh, look at how easy he went past us there. That's sobering.
Don't just.
Keep pushing.
This is just going to wreck Yuki's confidence. It's going to keep dropping every time he gets past. Just have a look at them all queuing up behind us, waiting to have their turn. Yeah, the run from the hairpin to the triangle is about the only part of the track where we're okay. We're slow everywhere else. Oh, got a yellow flag. Got a VSC. Oh, okay, hello. That's going to be a red flag.
Just looking here, possibly Ocon's part of that.
So, strategy change. There we go. We're prepped, ready for the restart. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, that's it, guys. I got hit.
And there's the red flag.
Red
And that's
flag.
2 cars in front of us out. So that promotes us back up to 9th place for the restart.
Keep watching Alonso with this one. Cutting it so close. The cars coming together right there. And that won't do their confidence any good. The team.
So that's 2 red flags in 2 races. Right. Make sure we do the tyres. So medium tyres for both. But with Lawson's wear rate, I'll have to go hards for the second stint, unless we have another VSC or safety or anything like that. Yuki should be able to make 2 mediums work.
We're set once more. And soon we'll continue this race. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And that will be a penalty for Ocon at the start of the next Grand Prix. So, a few cars have switched on to softs, or they're probably going to go soft hard. Probably should have looked at that rather than medium medium. But we weren't exactly quick on the softs anyway, so... We're going to look at Sargent here. Power down.
You're doing well.
Right, and this time we're the ones with the slipstream on Hamilton, so we should complete the move. Yes, there we go.
Come on.
Don't you dare. What's the Farah, don't you dare. I'm already getting a nosebleed being this high up the table. Don't need anything else to happen.
Bring the pack up. Charge on.
Okay.
I'm going to keep pushing the tyres for another 2 laps. God damn it, I looked away for 2 seconds to light my cigarette, look back up and Yuki's in the gravel.
Almost end up in the ball.
Keep.
This one is involving Yuki
Blaming you for
Tsunoda.
this, Farah.
Nothing wrong so far. Well, you can see the lockup. Just unable to control the car by that point. Here's the replay.
Yuki has lost
Down at the
10
hairpin.
positions. It's all Farah's fault. Talks about cursing me and then literally 30 seconds later, gone. Maybe it's the homegrown hero curse. Japanese driver at Japan. Something has to go wrong.
So focus on bringing the tyres down.
Lawson at maximum confidence. Yuki very much not. And it's going to take an eternity to get that back to anything like a competitive confidence level. So Yuki's afternoon is ruined. We had a chance of points, and that is very much gone now. Not unless we get a red flag right before we stop for tyres. He's losing time to Bottas. His confidence has slightly recovered. He's still in the negatives. You lurk plenty as it is. He's having a good race so far. He's defending well. If he can keep Norris behind him, I'll be ecstatic. Evening, Derek. What's Mr. Water done to get such special treatment, Derek? Or have you done something bad and you're trying to get on the good side of the mod?
We can push one more step on tyres.
Copy.
If I can get an overtake done on Bottas. That's a big if at the moment. That'll start to leapfrog me onto Zhou, get past Zhou. That'll give me a really good boost of confidence and hopefully give me the speed boost I need to go after Norris and Lawson. Starting to edge up onto the back of him, slowly getting rid of those negatives. Just missed out on DRS, I think. Maybe next lap. I'm ready for this season to be over. I just want to get on to next season. New car, new chance to do well. Should be close enough to have a run at Bottas into turn 1 this lap.
A small lift off 12 the tires.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Okay.
Not quite close enough.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Okay.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Just the cornering modifier to get rid of now. Lawson's still doing well. Still in peak confidence.
Charge on.
Copy.
have a look further up the top. So Verstappen leading Perez, Leclerc right behind Perez in third. It's already nearly 10 seconds back to Stroll. He's ahead of Russell and Hamilton and Sainz. So a bit of a four-way scrap developing here. Fourth place. How about the ham cam? Norris finally gets past Lawson. It's been a long time coming. Lawson did well to hold him off for as long as he did. His confidence is still high. He's got some battery, so he'll be able to have a crack at getting him back again on the next lap. I think some cars are pushing a little bit. Bottas has pulled away and is closed up onto the back of Zhou. Norris has pushed past well, so I think a couple of cars are starting to up their pace a bit.
Push a bit more.
Let's give Lawson a little bit more oomph.
Use energy. Copy box.
Close out the lap. Can't really do that with Yuki. Done that too much already, considering we damaged his tyres with that big lockup. Go on, Liam. Have a go. Good lad. And the outside of turn one. Brave place. Oh, he just didn't have the grip in the corner. It's that lack of downforce hurting us.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
How much ground we lost through that first sector. We were ahead going into turn one, and now we're a second behind again. This is why we can't have nice things. Well, if Norris wasn't pushing on the last lap, he's certainly pushing on this one. You know, I want to check something here. What would happen if I boxed Yuki now and went soft? Because I've got the tyres. Yeah, let's do it.
Box, box.
Copy. Agree.
This might be a bad stop because we've called him right at the entrance to the pits, so the crew might not be ready. I don't know if that actually affects their performance or not, but no, apparently not. It's a decent stop, 2.5.
Track is clear.
Now let's push these tyres for a couple of laps.
Put a bit of energy
Right,
on
while
tyres.
Yuki's doing that, I'm going to go grab a drink from the fridge. Right, Lawson's tyres starting to struggle a little. I'm going to stick to his original strategy. With Yuki, I've got a little bit of room to push these tyres here. Plus, personal best in the final sector means we're back in the positives. I figured I would get the undercut, get some personal best sector times in, get that confidence up a little bit more, go for a very, very, very early undercut. Throw us out of sequence a little bit, but gives us a chance to maybe recover a couple of places. We're certainly going to be a lot quicker than the cars we're chasing. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Lawson into his pit window on the next lap. Let's go all out attack.
Just keep cruising up to.
So 132.6. It's not bad. It's not Hulkenberg kind of pace though. It's gone very quiet in chat. Has it broken again, or is everyone just engrossed? Horrific is engrossed, Barrett is too scared to speak. You are forgiven.
Slow down.
Copy.
Well, looks like Lawson might be in a battle with the Alfa Romeos here. Don't think I've got enough pace to hang on to Norris. Depends what Norris does on his next stop. I've got a feeling he'll probably go softs. Sargent's in. He's going mediums and should take him to the end if he looks after him. We're just coming up to the triangle now, so we're still a little way off. There we are. But you know, those mediums aren't going to last, I don't think. We might have to do another stop. I don't know, actually. Yeah, if he's careful with them, they might last. But Farah is mentioning or referring to the fact that, you know, he offered to curse the race, and immediately 30 seconds later Yuki locked up and dropped 10 places. Alright, let's box at the end of this lap.
Box, box.
Copy, box.
Norris is a tyre wear monster. Yeah, he is. He really is. He's got an insane smoothness rating. I didn't even see what his tyre condition was like. 60%? Well, I mean, Russell's at 57, but yeah, Norris's smoothness rating is phenomenal in this year's edition of the game. Alright, Max is in. Tyres on Max putting on. He's putting on mediums, and that should get him to the end. He's going to come out behind him. A fair bit of traffic now. Behind that three-way fight between Russell, Stroll and Sainz, and hold him up for a bit unless they dive into the pits in the next lap or two. Gasly's in now, and so's Lawson. Oh yeah, it's us. Of course he's in. I called him in. I was mixing up Lawson with Sargent for a second then. Of course, Sargent's already stopped. 2.7, it's not quick, but it's clean.
To clear on exit.
That drops us down into 17th place. Lawson's confidence is still high. I don't want to damage that, so I'm just going to tell him to pull over as soon as Yuki gets in range.
back off in the high
Used to be on a different strategy.
Now we can push one step more on tires, Yuki.
Okay.
So by doing that, we're not going to let Yuki gain confidence from an overtake, but like I said, I don't want to hurt Lawson's confidence, and Yuki's, recovering his confidence anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Joe is in. Have we done enough to get ahead of Joe? Or stay ahead of Joe? Piastri's in, and Piastri's now out. There we go. We are past Joe. He's just gone into his pit box now.
You are free to use the energy when you want.
Let's burn up what we've got in the battery. Seeing as people are about to start pitting. Chance to set some personal best sectors. And a 1:31.5, that's a decent lap, a very decent lap. Hulkenberg still has the quickest time with a 1:32.7. We might actually be able to steal the fastest lap. Because we've got another brand new set of softs to come. Perez is in, this will be his one and only stop. Quick stop. Very quick stop. Where's he going to come out? Max is still stuck in this little group of cars here, but he's going to try and go around Stroll. And now Perez comes out behind this group, behind Sainz. So not ideal for either Red Bull driver here.
Anti-deploy when you can.
Copy.
I'm going to turn the tyres down now.
Back off now.
I'm going to keep pushing Yuki's tyres.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Copy.
We are slowly taking a little bit of time out of Piastri, but not for much longer. Now we've turned off the battery. That gap may start to go back up again, especially considering our tyres are looking a bit naff compared to Oscar's. Now Charles Leclerc boxes from the lead. And Hamilton's in behind him. Loose soft. And mediums for Hamilton. Oh, Magnussen gets through. Ooh. Could hamper Leclerc for a couple of laps. When are we due to stop? Lap 37. 5 more laps. Let's see if we can figure out who is still to stop. So Russell, Stroll, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, they're all stopping again. Norris is going to stop again for softs. Well, all of these guys are going to stop for softs. Bottas might stop for softs, might go mediums. He's going to be stopping very soon. Everyone else good to the end now, I think. Well, we are still closing in on Piastri, but not by much. Oh, 129.9. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to beat that. It's a little bit too much.
You can lift off to avoid instability.
Yeah, okay.
What I'll probably do with Lawson as well is before the end of the race, because he's going to be out of contention for a top 15 place, I think, is box him at least one more time, just to try and improve his pit stop time for the DHL competition. Because his first stop was, what, 2.7? It's not a great stop. It's not likely to get into the leaderboard. Yuki might with a 2.5, but he's got another stop to come anyway. And we can't risk stopping him again unless it becomes clear in the last lap or two that, you know, the last couple of laps that he's not going to be able to get a top 15 place, in which case we might well stop him again as well. Depends how quick his next stop is. Now that we're leading the DHL competition, I'd like to stay at the top. At least we can win something this season. Look for a battle. Norris and Albon about a second apart. Albon on fresh tyres. Norris still yet to stop. Bottas boxes. And he had an issue on his pit stop as well. I thought he was a bit further forward than that.
So Alfa Romeo's crew are out.
How bad was this?
They just really struggle. It's not a smooth one.
For 5 seconds or so. But that's him on new softs. And he's going to get out just ahead of Zhou. But with those softs, he may well have the pace to reel in Lawson. We shall see. We are finally no longer gaining on Oscar. Starting to lose a little bit of time. I wonder if Oscar's pushing. 1:33.4 last lap. Magnussen's coming in now. See, does he have an issue with his pit stop? More teams that have shitty stops, the better it is for us in the competition. Yeah, an okay stop. It's clean. Wasn't amazingly quick. Liam's currently in 9th. They're about to overtake us in the standings if it stays this way. And I'm going to box at the end of this lap.
Push to open the gap, push to open the gap.
Copy.
Box, box.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Come on, Stroll. Screw it, stop. And Hulkenberg as well. That was clean. It was okay. He's getting held to the Haas. And it's a clean and okay stop for the Haas. Norris is in. A real flurry of activity going on now in the pits. Decent stop.
Yeah, agree.
And
Copy,
here comes
copy.
Yuki. Let's have a clean, quick stop, please.
We can just focus on charging it back.
Ah, it's slow. God damn it.
I can't really do this.
Well, I think that's killed any chance Yuki had of getting the top
Sorry.
15. Lawson's 15th right now, though.
Track is clear.
So assuming he can hold on to that, that will at least keep our sponsor objective happy. We are last. So it might be that we keep Lawson out and we do an extra stop with Yuki.
We need to protect the front tires.
Top 10.
Yeah, so many drivers out on new softs right now that we've got no real chance of getting the fastest lap, and we won't get a reward for it anyway. It's just something to see if we can get. I'm still going to go for it, just out of curiosity, but I don't think there'd be this many people on new softs at this stage of the Grand Prix.
Overtake button.
Copy.
I think the fact that we didn't get DRS at the start of this lap is also going to go against us, so I'm actually going to
And slow down, Yuki. Slow down.
just get in range and wait till the start of the next lap.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Copy.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Copy.
Stay close to the car in front.
Have I screwed this up? I don't know. I might just about get the range. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I don't know. It's going to be really tight. The DRS detection point is in the middle of 130R. No, we got it. We got it. We went side by side through turn one, though. That doesn't help. But we're through. And that's a nice little boost to confidence and stats for Yuki. Bottas is closing on Lawson, but should be able to hold him back if he's only gaining at 4 or 5 tenths a lap. On that pace, it will take him 20 laps to get past. And there's only 15 to go. 15 and a half. Did not go purple in the first sector. No surprise there. Right, fastest laps are 129. We do
No DRS available. No DRS available.
a 129.3. Oh, we just missed it. I think.
Recharge on.
Go.
Oh no, it's a 128.8. Alright, well, we're half a second off. Still, that's not a bad lap. 129.3. 4.3 seconds faster than Lawson on that previous lap. We take too much out of the tyres. Now, we still have an advantage on tyres over Bottas, and we have gained more confidence as a result of those personal best sectors. We're very close to peak confidence, actually. Getting past Bottas will put us there. So we can still stick with the original plan of leaving Lawson, boxing Lawson and leaving Yuki out there. Yuki will then take over 15th place and get the sponsor requirement, and it will give us a chance to improve Lawson's stop from 2.7 something down to maybe something a bit more competitive. Yuki has a 2.5 for his first stop. So that might get us onto the leaderboard. But a 2.7 definitely won't. Of course, all that is moot unless we actually get past Bottas. Who's turned up the wick. Yeah, a 131.9 on that last lap. He is pushing. He's going after Lawson. He's eating up the time. Still closing him down though.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Let's go ahead and box Lawson now.
We're good to push straight away.
Okay, copy.
Box, box.
Yeah, copy box.
stop, please. It's slightly better than Bottas, Yuki's first stop. We are going to get lapped by having stayed out like that. Or boxed again like that.
No saving required.
Copy.
Seeing as we're last, I may well do another tactical pit stop with 2 laps to go as well.
Use energy.
Copy.
Right, I need Yuki to start closing that gap.
So let's push.
Copy.
I am dreaming of the day when we are fighting Max like this for real and not just sticking onto the back of him after he's lapped us. That's a way off yet.
No energy, bottom of the pack.
Copy.
I want to see that again because we nearly got them both in the chicane there.
It's there for the taking.
Not the best replay angle there.
No energy.
Yeah, copy that.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy that.
So take it easy in the fast corners.
Okay, copy.
Save fuel, save fuel.
Copy.
Alright, closing in on the back of Valtteri.
Back off, back off, back off.
Copy.
feeling a bit threatened again. Instead of 132.1, he's looking to push again. Stay with him. Really don't want to burn out the tyres. We cannot box Yuki again now. Not unless someone retires. And even then. Well, no, someone retires. No, Lawson's too far behind.
They're at the peak now.
Okay.
Burn out that extra fuel just to make sure we stay in range without having to push the tyres. I'd like to try and get a bit more battery in the car. I might have to wait. And a nice run through there.
Recharge
Go
on.
harvest
Recharge on.
for the exit of Spoon.
Yeah, copy.
Right, we are definitely in a position where we can make a move on Bottas now. We'll make the pass at the start of the next lap, I think. And let's go ahead and give Lawson another stop. Like I said, trying to improve our time for the competition, the pit stop competition, because Lawson in 17th doesn't really achieve anything. And it's not really that much better than being 18th. But if he can get a good stop, that could make all the difference.
Pressure on the overtake.
Okay.
We push on tires.
Copy.
There we go. Nice clean overtake. Keep the push going to break away. And let's see, can we get a really good stop this time, please? 1.53. It's a little bit quicker. That'll be it. I don't think there's no point doing another one. We'll give Lawson another crack at the fastest lap. Just to see if it can be done.
Overtake is available.
Okay, mate, copy.
We are free and clear
Lift off to avoid instability.
of Valtteri.
Copy.
So we need one step more management.
Go.
And that is 15th place, and the sponsor's happy.
Copy.
We'll give Lawson 5 laps of flat out and see if he can maybe get back past Joe again. Fuel is not an issue because we are a lap down, and it is 1.9 kilos for a lap of fuel.
Copy.
So yeah, we don't have to worry about saving any fuel now. We just burn full push. Norris has finally caught up to Piastri. Don't know if he's close enough to actually have a look into turn 1. And he got a bad exit. I wonder if Piastri's just starting a push lap, trying to stay ahead. I think he is, actually. Another point for Williams. Yeah. Well, Gasly is threatening. So it's not impossible. But, you know, I think Gasly's more than likely going to take the point from Albon.
We can push a bit more.
Copy.
And like I said, 8th is okay. I don't mind. The pride thing would be nice to finish in 7th, but given how we have really stopped development on the car for a long period of time this season, you know, 8th would be acceptable, and it is still our target. So I mean, it's not the end of the world if we do get passed by Williams. We would get slightly more wind tunnel and MAU hours for dropping down to 8th, ironically as well. So maybe, yeah, maybe it would be a good thing if we do get passed by Williams in the championship. It's not going to happen here, I don't think. Gasly has done the deed. Lawson trying to put the moves on Lewis. He is going to get Joe. He's absolutely flying against Joe. 3 seconds faster on the last lap. Yuki now 5.5 seconds ahead of Bottas. Bottas's pace has just fallen away dramatically.
No energy.
Copy that.
we're never going to get the fastest lap, unfortunately. Being stuck behind Hamilton like that. You can see with no battery, we are pulling away from him. So being stuck behind him for a good chunk of that last lap really killed any chance we had of maybe sneaking the fastest lap. Bottas's pace has dropped off so dramatically. Look at him now, he's 8.3 seconds behind. He's lost 3... Oh, hang on, is he getting lapped? He might be getting lapped. Yeah, he got lapped by Max.
3 laps after this.
He's going to get lapped again in a moment as well, by the look of it. There's Checo's coming up on him. Lawson has got through against Zhou. We actually went quicker on that lap without the battery. I think we did. Yeah, we did. We were half a second quicker with no battery on that lap. Well, no push. That just shows you how much we got held up by Hamilton.
On tires, we are good to push one step more.
All right.
Copy.
2 laps to go for Yuki. Let's give it the beans on this lap.
Last lap.
Been a disappointing couple of races for different reasons. Disappointing in Singapore because we just missed out on actually sneaking another point. And disappointing here because we had points on offer. Thanks to that double retirement on the restart. And then Yuki just
Tires cool.
had a moment. And dropped all the way to the back of the grid, killed his confidence, and it, was never likely to get back up higher than 15th.
Copy.
This is the last lap.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
So it's another win for Max. Perez second, Leclerc third. Hamilton will hold on for fourth. Russell fifth, so decent race for Mercedes.
Let's check a flag.
And Lawson's race is done. I'm just going to wait for Yuki to bring it home now. Shows how on it your drivers have to be. One mistake. Yeah, on this difficulty setting, yeah. I mean, it's hard enough to keep pace as it is, but if you make a mistake, you're screwed. You know, I have noticed that confidence seems to take a little bit longer to rebound on this difficulty. Not by much, but, you know, it all adds up. And with the AI pushing harder and more frequently, it really does make things tricky. If you make a mistake and lose confidence, it can ruin your afternoon now, rather than just being a mild inconvenience for a few laps. Now it can ruin the entire race.
And that will definitely be a day to forget for the AlphaTauri driver.
I don't think many would have expected to see them finishing outside the top 10. They'll be aiming much higher than that, I assure you.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
There really doesn't seem to be a way to stop them winning this year. Amazing consistency.
And a lovely show of sportsmanship to conclude proceedings here in Japan. And down there in the AlphaTauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And that's all for today as we wrap up the weekend here in Japan.
For the next round, we'll be travelling to Qatar as the drivers battle it out at the Losail International Circuit. We'll see you there.
All right, that is going to be a race that's going to be very, very tricky for Lawson, because that's going to be one where tyres are important, and he does tend to eat his a little bit. Right, let's take a look at the confirmation of the final result for tonight. Max wins, Perez up 2 places to take second, Leclerc down from second to third, but does get the fastest lap. Hamilton up 7 places, good result for him. Strong weekend for both the Haas drivers getting into the points. That pulls them way ahead of us now. And a strong race for Gasly as well. He does keep that final point 3.3 seconds ahead of Albon in the end. So that stops Williams from hunting us down a bit more. Or pulling away from us, I think. No, hunting us down. They're still, I think, 2 points behind us. Disappointing race for Sargent. Good race for Norris, up 6 places. Disappointing for Yuki in the grasp of points at one point. Running in 9th, and then that lockup just killed it. Right, let's take a look at the Drivers' Championship. Once again, Max stretching that lead. He is now 112 points clear, and the battle for second rages on. Checo pulls out another 2 points over Charles, so 15 points the gap now. Looking further down, Lewis retakes 7th spot from Lance by a point. Magnussen and Hulkenberg closing the gap to each other. Let's take a look at the constructors. 43 points for Red Bull, one off the maximum. They are comfortably clear. Ferrari comfortably clear of Aston. Mercedes do take some points out of them here. They close up by 16, so they're at 31 points down now. There could be an interesting scrap between those two. I think Aston are going to naturally start to fall away a little bit. Mercedes are probably going to get a little bit stronger. So, that's all to play for in the fight for third place. No change here, and unlikely to be in the run-up to the end of the season. This, though, is definitely the battle that we're really focused on. And I don't mind losing it, if I'm completely honest. As long as we don't drop behind McLaren, that's the important thing. At the moment, they're not really looking like challenging. How do we do in the pit stop challenge? Well, we got 3rd and 5th, so we are going to lose top spot to Red Bull, who got 1st and 4th, but we're still in the mix. And Ferrari with a bad day, only one car in the top 10, and that was Sainz in 9th. So let's see where we sit in the standings. We are 9 points behind Red Bull. but still in with a shout. And we have a nice 28-point gap over Ferrari now, which is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, there we see the stops. A 2.53, 2.55, and a 2.56. The sticky wheel nut was the problem for Yuki there. And just a clean but slow first stop for Lawson. Sponsorship wise, we did get paid for the finish position streak again, which we shouldn't have been. We only got one in the top 15, not two. But I'll take that extra 550,000. Thank you very much. In terms of our incentives, we also got the one in the top 15 and qualifying one in the top 15 as well. For the guarantees, I guaranteed one car in Q2, which we achieved. So we come out with 3 million. Very nice. Let's head to the inbox. We've got 11 days until the next race. Let's see. Did we get through inspection? Nope. We lost some side pods. Do we have spares? Yes, we do. Was that my only spare? Yes, it was. So I'm going to need more side pods. Let's actually have a look. So I've got suspensions being worked on. We've got underfloor in development. We've got a rear wing in development. So I'm not going to do those unless I absolutely have to. I'm amazed the front wing didn't fail, actually. It's still at 0. We'll keep that going as long as we can. Everything looks okay. The chassis is only 1 or 2 races left in it before that fails. Do I have spare chassis? I've got 1 spare chassis. Let's take a look at car 1. Side pods are going to fail soon. Rear wing's going to fail soon. I desperately need to make some new side pods. So let's go ahead and manufacture 2 of those. There we go. Still haven't renewed Yuki's contract yet. We're waiting to see what happens with Piastri. If he's available to sign, then we have to sign him. But I would be okay with keeping Yuki for another season. I'd be actually quite happy to keep Yuki for another season. Let's see. We've already sorted out our staffing here. We've got the engineer here that we wanted. We've got Dirk de Beer coming next season. We've got Dan Fallows coming next season. Probably going to stick with Matthias Spinney for next season. Marco Perrone is pretty good, but we have got scout report coming on Alan Permain in just a few days. Let's check in with the board. They were satisfied with Suzuka. Yeah, that's a fair result, I think. Still got high confidence. I'm still okay with the finances. Speaking of, how much money do I have left in my cost cap? 31.8 mil. Okay, I got plenty of money left there still. That's good. So that means I might splurge on some new engines for the last race or two. We shall see how we do. What else do I need to worry about in terms of car parts? Well, I've got 3 parts in development, right? In manufacturing, so I can't make anything else yet. Oh, I know what I can do. What we forgot to do, or what we couldn't afford to do, and that's start another research project. So, let me check. Has it updated the front wing now we've had a race or not? Yes, it has. Okay, so we do need another front wing project just to dial up the high-speed downforce a little bit more. But we have got a positive result on the medium and a net neutral on the low speed. So yeah, another front wing research project is desperately, or not, is not desperately, but definitely, you know, going to be a boost. Let's go into research. 1.6 mil. And we want to really dial up high speed. We'll dial that down and dial those down a bit as well. Actually, I'm going to push the airflow up a little bit. Try and work on the dirty air for next season as well. Where are our brakes right now? Mid-pack. Let's just add a touch more on the brakes as well. Right. 45 days, that's a bit too long. Let's try and bring that down to there. That's perfect. And go ahead and confirm that. Excellent stuff. Right, 16 days away from the rear wing. So let's take a look. So that's going to drop there. And then we've got plenty of time to get those manufactured before COTA. And then we'll get the underfloor there. Not going to get it in time for Mexico unless we rush it. And actually, given how much time I've got, it's going to take 3 days per wing. So 1, 2, I'll get 3 wings in. Let's see if I can maybe take an engineer off. I'm going to take 2 engineers off. Lose 2 days, that's fine. And gain 4 days back there, which gives me more of a chance to get at least 1 underfloor ready for Mexico. Yeah, happy with that decision. Right. Let's go back to the home page and advance some time. Spare front wing. Let's go to car parts again. Check the warehouse. We now have 1 spare chassis, 3 spare wings. Not going to do rear wings because we're about to replace them. We've got spare side pods in manufacturing. Got suspensions in manufacturing. How many suspensions am I working on? 2. I've got... Have I already given 1 up? Yeah, I've got 1 spare suspension. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think... Let me have a quick look. Underfloor, 39%. Don't know if that will last. That one will. But we might have to drop Lawson down a speck of underfloor for a race. Hopefully that will not be the case. Let's get Alan Permain's results in. And compare him to Perrone. So he's better all round. A little bit better in aptitude. 5 points better in leadership. 8 points better in training. 3 points better in processes. He would definitely be a good signing. I don't know, Perrone's done a good job for us. He's not that bad. The training is the stat that lets him down. Let's see if we can get Permain. But we'll wait till the end of the season. I might need that money that we've got right now for part manufacturing, and if we do make the offer now, we'll have to pay out, the contract fees now, even though we won't get him till next season. So yeah, we'll hold off on making that offer. It does free up a scout. Is there anybody else backstage that I want to have a look at? We haven't looked at Randeep yet, or Andy Stevenson. Let's have a look at Randeep. I know he's not interested right now, but again, end of the season maybe. So we'll scout him out. Let's find out about the wind tunnel. Sorry, the suspension simulator. It did have damage, so we've got to pay another 120 to get that fixed. There we go. At least we had the cash on hand. Warning about lack of parts. We know about those. And board confidence. We know they have high confidence. Driver development updates. How have our drivers progressed over the last 30 days or so? Let's have a look. Gained a point in smoothness, 2 points in overtaking, and 2 points in reactions for Lawson. Point for control, point for smoothness, and a point for accuracy for Yuki. So a pretty good month there. Let's have a look at how Fittipaldi has improved. 2 points in cornering, a point in braking, and a point in adaptability. So a good month for him as well. Those pace stats coming up nicely. September in Formula 1, Alpine have upgraded their CFD simulator. Haas are saying it could be going better, but they are where they expected to be. And it's now time to do the pit crew training, but we're going to do that tomorrow at the start of the stream. So that is it for tonight. Yeah, as I say, a bit of a mixed bag tonight. You know, a close but no cigar result in the second half of Singapore, which obviously was a continuation of last night's stream, finishing in 11th in the end. And then, yeah, well, what can you say about Suzuka? You know, a bit of a mess, really. I think Qatar could be an issue for us as well. Again, for the downforce reasons. Speed isn't amazing, but it's not horrific. And tyres could be an issue, specifically for Liam as well. So we're going to be making two-stop racing, definitely. But again, there could be a couple of cheeky bonus pit stops towards the end to try and improve our lot in the fight for the DHL competition. We'll see how things go with that. But when we come back tomorrow, the first thing we'll do is get the training in for October for our pit crew, because obviously that's going to be important. And then we'll have our race. It's a sprint race, so we'll have 2 races effectively tomorrow. And then after that we go to Kota with new rear wings for another sprint. And then Mexico for maybe one car, a new underfloor as well. So that could set us up quite nicely for the last 3 Grand Prix. And given that we've got money left in the cost cap, I may deliberately put myself into debt to get some new engines. We shall see. We shall see. But if we do that, it probably won't be until Brazil anyway. So that'll give us 3 races with new powertrains. There are other parts that we probably are going to have to take anyway, like gearboxes, maybe another ERS for someone. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed our hodgepodge stream tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, usual time of 8 PM. So until then, thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.